Hey folks, I'm Allie Rogers and welcome to Death Valley Live. Today our Tigers are in Charlottesville, Virginia to take on the UVA Cavaliers. Clemson is 7-1 on the season and currently ranked 8th best in the nation according to the BCS. It is hard to believe this is Clemson's first trip to the land of the Wahoos in the last 5 years. Here with a preview of today's opponent is Alexia Grevious.
Today's game in Scott Stadium marks the first time since 2009 that the Tigers and the Cavaliers have met on the gridiron. Clemson comes into today's game leading the series 37-8-1. As a matter of fact, the Tigers built their dominating lead in this series by winning the first 29 contests played between the two schools. The last time Clemson visited Charlottesville was in 2008, and then interim head coach Dabo Swinney led the Tigers to a 13-3 victory. The key play was a halfback option touchdown pass from C.J. Spiller to Tyler Gresham. In 2009, it was senior day in Death Valley as the Tiger faithful witnessed C.J. Spiller running the hill for the final time. But it was fellow senior Jacoby Ford who stole the show, racking up 211 all-purpose yards and leading the Tigers to an ACC Atlantic Division championship with a 34-21 victory over the Cavs. Freshman quarterback Kyle Parker went 19 for 26 through the air for 234 yards and 2 touchdowns. Today it will be senior quarterback Tajh Boyd's turn to try to enter the record books, as he only needs one running or throwing touchdown to be the ACC's leader in touchdown responsibility. Kickoff is at 3:30 on ESPN.
Thanks, Alexia. Dabo Swinney's team found their ground game last week in the win over Maryland thanks to a career-best 161 yards from Rod McDowell. Here chatting with the senior from Sumter, South Carolina is Katie Barnes.
Thanks, Allie. So, Rod, you had your very first touchdown, actually 2 touchdowns in Maryland on Saturday. How did that feel after your 4 years of working so hard to finally accomplish that?
It felt very good, man. I just had to tell myself the whole time, man, hey, calm down. But I couldn't, man. I got up, I jumped up, celebrate with my teammates and stuff. Got to the sideline, thank God for it. So it was a wonderful feeling, man. But in the day, man, I just told myself, hey, there's more to come. It start new things for me. It was a long time coming, but hey, when you wait patiently and stuff like that, hey, things will happen.
Well, people who are close with you know that you're very close with your mom. And I will never forget, after the NC State game, you came out of the locker room when all the families were waiting on you, and you looked around and you found your mom and you just gave her the biggest bear hug I've ever seen. And it was one of the most precious moments I've ever seen in person. She's just recently moved to California. So what did she say when she saw it on TV?
My mama called me. I looked at my phone like 5 a.m. one morning. I was like, wow, my mama called me. I'm coming my way to treatment, and all of a sudden I called mom back. Mom said the game came on at 4 o'clock in California, and all of a sudden she woke up around 4 o'clock a.m. in the morning, and she missed the whole game, but something told her to wake up to see my 40-yard run. She called me, and I called her back. My mom was like, I'm so proud of you, baby. I love you, this and that. I'm like, Mom, I love you too. I said, what's wrong? I'm thinking something's going on. She telling me, said, Rod, I just saw your touchdown. I'm so proud of you, man. Keep praying, keep putting God first. And hear that from my mom and knowing that she's still in California, trying to catch all my games, man, hey, it means a lot to me.
She's been a huge support system for you this whole time.
My mom's my best friend, man. Me and my mom have been through a lot. And my mom always told me, and ups and downs in college and stuff and going on with playing time in school, Mama said, hey, keep God first, stay humble, and in the day, man, what's yours is going to be yours, and God going to bless you. So to have my mama support me like that, hey, that's more than $1 million to me.
You told me the other day that because of her work complex, she can only come back for either the senior night or for the South Carolina game, and what did you tell her?
I said, Mama, it doesn't really matter, man. Whatever you decide to do, I'm going to be there, ready to see you, open arms and stuff like that. My mom was like, hey, you never know, I may surprise you. So, hey, South Carolina is a big one for me. I tell her, hey, senior night, that's important too. Hey, I want you to be there. But in the day, hey, that senior night, I can be pushed down a little bit because, hey, with that Carolina game, I tell her, hey, come back, let's get this W, and we can celebrate because, hey, that's the game, the biggest game of the year for me is that Carolina game.
Well, thank you for talking with me, Rod.
Thanks, Katie and Hot Rod. Clemson has now been ranked in the top 10 in the national polls for 10 consecutive weeks. They have 15 straight wins over unranked teams, all of them by double digits. And they have been in the top 25 for 39 weeks in a row. The man running the Tiger offense through all of that has been Tajh Boyd. With a chat with the senior signal caller, here's Jessica Jefferson.
This week you're heading back home to your home state, Virginia. How are you feeling?
I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a great trip. It's an intriguing trip because, you know, as much as we're going back home and much as I'm excited about it, I actually had the opportunity to play with a lot of these guys, play against a lot of these guys, so I think it's going to make it that much more fun.
Now, have you been in communication with any of your old teammates? Like, are you excited? Are you, chastising them a little bit about the game on Saturday?
Yeah, this has been a little bit of trash talk, but nothing too much out of the norm. Again, it's a very competitive natured game. I get a chance to talk to the quarterback over there a good bit because, for him, I'm like someone that he somewhat looks up to, someone like a role model to him. And for me, it's all about setting an example and trying to do as good of a job as I can with that. So, again, I'm excited about it, and I can't wait for it.
In an interview, Coach Morris recently said this will be a November to remember. Right. Do you kind of have any comment to add to that for the fans?
Yeah, this is, my last November as a quarterback here at Clemson, and it'll definitely be one to remember. Whether it's good or bad, we have to make that choice. But I'm looking forward to a great November, and it's going to be one for the ages.
Alrighty, so what improvements can fans see for this November and this, like you said, your last hoorah, I guess?
I think that we have everything we need. I think it's all about just finishing strong and putting everything together. It's been a work in progress all season, and, the thing about football and playing at this level is there's a certain time that you peak. We want to make sure that this last month is better than September, better than October, and we hit our stages right now. And, we're excited about it. Just to get out there and just play in front of a crowd that loves us, it's going to be fun.
Thanks, Jessica. I certainly can't wait to see how Tajh finishes out his career here at Clemson. Well, that's it for today. Don't forget, if you want to catch today's game on TV, tune in to ESPN at 3:30. As we close out things today, here's a look back at last week's 40-27 victory over Maryland.
Well, Mike, the question that Dabo Swinney asked his team on Monday was, how are we going to handle this defeat to Florida State Saturday night? Are we going to hit the ground and crack like an egg? Are we going to hit the ground like an apple and bruise on the inside, but maybe nobody sees it? Or are we going to hit the ground like a ball and bounce? Bounce back. That's the motto.
The word for this week was to bounce back, to respond, and that's exactly what they did. To come on the road and get our 15th consecutive win versus unranked opponents by double digits, that ain't easy to do, and number 10 is a big reason why we've been able to do that.
Watkins to the top of your screen. Boyd will keep it. Boyd under pressure, got away from the first man. Trying to run, he's got it.
What did you see about his leadership?
Champions respond, and he responded in a big way tonight.
Quarterback draw. Tajh Boyd touchdown. When push came to shove, they called number 10's number twice. Bryant made the catch. Artavis Bryant. Boyd. Touchdown. Jordan Leggett. Boyd down the middle of Watkins. And Boyd throws Watkins. He is just so explosive.
The term is he doesn't catch it, he takes it from the air.
Catanzaro, one of the best there is. He's money. Catanzaro already with a very busy days. He's been perfect.
Make somebody miss today. Make somebody have to work for something today instead of giving them something.
Boyd, draw play. And cutting it back inside McDowell. He turned what could have been no gain into a first down.
Let's go, man! Somebody's got to step up! Somebody's got to flip the switch! Somebody's got to punch somebody's freaking lights out!
Will hand to the deep back who is hit hard and dropped for a loss by Vic Beasley.
Belted by Beasley before he could take a step. Boyd short set goes to Watkins. What a catch! Sammy Watkins runs over a tackler. He just pasted Zach Dansell.
We got to be relentless in taking care of the football and relentless in getting it.
To the end zone, intercepted. Picked off by J-Ron Curse. Reed got a great block on the corner, fumble the football. Clemson has it, picked up by Spencer Shuey. And intercepted at the 1-yard line. Picked up by Robert Smith. 3-man rush, pressure comes, ball's out. Clemson has it. Watkins goes in motion. McDowell, touchdown. McDowell again, cuts it to the outside, room to run. And McDowell is gone. 45 yards.